At 12:52 on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. All right, so we are in our second week of January, and while things are now getting settled into your new routine, perhaps once the holidays are over, Shindy Chen, food writer and lifestyle journalist, is joining me here in the Live Impact studio because she's kind of busier than ever, ramping up as we were talking about restaurants that are opening up in the Charlotte area. Hi, Shindy. Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year. Thank you for having me back.
Thanks for coming in. Last time we had Shindy, and it was for the Michelin Guide, right?
Michelin Guide.
And that was fantastic. What winners.
Fun. I know.
What a restaurant we have here in Charlotte. Isn't it great? Let's talk about, because every now and then I see the announcement that something is closing, but would you say that the restaurant scene is alive and well here in Charlotte, Shindy?
There's a lot coming up this quarter. A lot of exciting new things, which is surprising. I mean, I have like a slate of all these restaurants that deserve a mention. They're eagerly anticipated. Some, I'd like to mention two that opened in December that have actually seen a lot of support from the community, a lot of foot traffic. I can go ahead and start.
Well, I mean, is it a seasonal thing, like restaurants open in the first quarter of the year, or does it really matter?
I think most places will open as soon as they're ready. Oftentimes they're at the mercy of inspections and permits. So when they can get the places ready and they pass their inspections and they get all the furniture and the lighting and all that stuff working and have a few trial nights, then I think they're good to go.
Okay. All right.
As soon as possible.
So it just so happens that we have a number of hot spots opening up this first quarter. That's great because, who doesn't want to stop trying new things out there? All right. So let's get to it. What are you excited about?
So actually, we could back it up in December. There were two new places that opened that I'm really excited about. Emmy Lou's in Dilworth. I happened to stop by there a couple of times in December. It's a wine bar, but a lot of times when you go to a wine bar, the food menu is a little underwhelming. Leaves a lot to be desired.
So true.
So they have a fantastic food program. I think I shared some pictures of
we're looking at carpaccio,
hamachi tiradito, and a wagyu carpaccio. They often have two desserts there. There's also a wine store. So you can take some wine to go, and the sommelier there, Alex Bridges, will help you make some fantastic choices. But they're reasonably priced, a small place.
Oh, that's good.
So you can go there, with friends.
And where is this again?
This is in Dilworth.
Dilworth.
And it just opened in
Very
December,
nice.
and that's the one I mentioned. I think they're doing really well foot traffic-wise. Lots of support from the community.
Oh, fantastic.
And then the other one that I'm excited about, I'm actually dining there this evening, is Laurel Park in South Park. If you may know, the Old Village Tavern was very popular among that local office and corporate crowd. And the plates there were, lunch, dinner, very delicious menu. So I'm excited to try Laurel Park.
We're looking at a beet hummus. That sounds nice and healthy. It looks pretty good.
Modern American menu. So, and I think they added a patio along with all of the decor updates they did. So I am really excited to try that out because it was a very beloved restaurant, long legacy in Charlotte. So the fact that this is taking that old spot, I think a lot of people are hoping that it does really well.
Well, the firecracker shrimp looks fabulous.
Yeah.
That looks good. That's on a bed of lettuce or something. Greens. Yeah.
It's a little healthy.
Lettuce.
Yeah.
That sounds really flat.
It's like
lettuce.
if you have some healthy, it's somewhat healthy, I guess.
Okay, that's good. Laurel Park. Tell me again, where is it?
That's in South Park.
South
It's
Park.
The Old Village Tavern.
Oh,
location.
yes. I have been to the Old Village Tavern. Okay, so those two are the new ones that opened in December.
Yes, and then coming up, actually in South End, so end of this month, there's something called the Story of Mi Cariño, and that is Hector Gonzalez's new restaurant. It's Mexican Gastro Cantina and Mezcaleria. And they say that the menu is infused with Mexican Latin traditions and also a little bit of influence from the West Coast. So that should be interesting. And then One thing that I'm really excited
Like
about.
a good mezcal.
Yeah, exactly. The beverage director there is Henry Schmoling. There's supposed to be some really creative, innovative drinks, so it'll be fun. The other thing I'm excited about is a coffee cocktail bar called Plot Twist.
Plot Twist, okay.
Yeah, that is in the Commonwealth and Plaza Midwood area. It's sandwiched between like a tattoo shop called Hold True, and then if you're a fan of romantasy, there is the Trope Bookshop. So it's kind of in this garage space, converted garage space in between those two. So you could grab a book at Trope and then go enjoy it at Plot Twist. And best part about that is it's actually Plot Twist and Trope are going to be local women-owned establishments.
Oh, that's nice.
So I don't know if you can see the interior renderings.
Yeah, we're looking at the interior
it looks
right
really
now.
Beautiful. And I'm really excited about that opening up because it's always nice to have an additional place where you could just lounge.
Yeah,
and
it looks
enjoy.
clean lined, but
Yeah.
also inviting
Fun. Yeah.
and fun.
Fun.
All right, so that will open soon.
Soon, yeah. It's just slated to open early 2026. As
Okay.
with some of
All
these
right.
places. I have a
Plot
trio of Japanese and sushi spots that are exciting.
talk to
I'm
me.
always excited when high quality sushi and Japanese food comes to Charlotte because I feel like we could use way more options. I feel like when I have friends
Yeah.
come to town, they always ask about great
What's the
sushi.
sushi scene
Yeah,
like? I do ask
exactly.
that too.
So Uchi is coming, and it's a chain. I think started in Austin several years back, but my first Uchi restaurant was in Miami in 21, and so now it's coming to Charlotte. And there's an extensive sushi menu, hot and cold items. The chef there is Sean King. So that's going to be early 26, no exact date yet. But
Okay.
the exciting part of that is directly next to it is a bar called Uchiba. And that's going to, so people will have two different options if they want like the restaurant or the bar seating. So that's going
Okay.
to be fun.
Chef Sean, where is he from?
Actually, I'm not sure where they plucked him from, but he's the chef that's been installed in these two
Oh,
establishments.
wonderful.
Yeah, to oversee
Okay.
this.
All right, that's Mr. Chef
The
Sean
guy
there.
who founded the whole chain is Tyson Cole, but I'm not sure where he's based these
Uchi.
days. But it was in Austin,
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure.
And then again, I keep on getting, where's Uchi?
Whereas Uchi is going to be in Plaza Midwood.
Plaza Midwood.
Yeah.
These are the scenes.
I
Plaza
know.
Midwood, Dilworth,
Yeah.
South Park.
I
South
actually
End.
have one coming up in Optimus Park.
Oh,
It's
okay.
this place called Sherry Gato.
Sherry
So
Gato.
Sherry Gato,
Oh, Sherry Gato.
started by a chef named Sherry Robbins. She was actually behind a lot of some of the frozen food favorites at Trader Joe's. She
Oh.
invented some of these things, so it's really interesting. She is starting this Japanese hand roll restaurant, which she's very meticulous about the temperature of the rice. It is what it
Oh.
implies is going to be. It's a hand roll. You can pretty much eat it in 1 or 2 bites. So you're gonna eat them individually, and that is situated right next to Optimus Park, and that is also.
Oh, that's your hood, Carlene, right?
I'm
Closer?
I'm in Noda, so I'm right near it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
right
we
near
need-
Plaza. I'm near all these things.
Yeah, that's
go to
true.
all
We need to
of
show
them.
some love to Carlene and her
Probably
and her
busier
group.
than I'll be, and you can tell me how they are.
How they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early January as well? For
I think
Miss Sherry?
We'll wait and see. I mean,
Okay.
I'm hoping that it's this quarter for her because I'd like for that to open. I'm
Yeah.
dying to try
Look
some
forward
hand
to
rolls.
that.
Hand rolls are, I think, like a trend because when my recent travels, I've seen some more restaurants dedicated to just hand rolls
Oh,
instead of just
okay.
like sushi. You're getting like
The
something
whole
that you can
seafood
eat quickly.
and yeah,
Yeah.
little snack on the street.
Mhm.
All
And
right.
then Dozo is coming to Dilworth. If you're familiar, they used to be like a food truck, and then they're opening to a new spot off of East Boulevard. It's like Japanese American. One of their more famous food items was a katsu Caesar salad wrap.
Yeah,
Which is very
looks pretty
popular.
good.
They have a devoted, loyal fan following. So I think when
Okay.
they actually open up their space, they're going to see a lot of support and a lot of community support. It's going to be
Exciting.
really fun.
Awesome.
And then I have one last thing if you want to hear about it. It's a bar, but it's
Okay.
going to be in Noda. It's called All Purpose Bar, so
All
short
Purpose?
for APB. It's going to be started by a longtime Charlotte, I guess, bar scene native, Larry Suggs, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. But it's exciting because they'll have not just beer and wine, but then also some mocktails. So lots coming up.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, that's just a few of a lot of the things that are coming up this quarter. But I think
That's
those are the ones
exciting.
I'm most excited about.
All right, Carlene, excited about all
All-purpose
that?
sounds good because it's going to be where Protagonist was.
Yes,
so that's
exactly.
Protagonist has been sitting
Oh,
there
right.
for
For a
while, just
while. Oh.
be used. So
We're
excited to
hoping
see
that was
something
going to
there.
open. Okay, so a lot of things to look forward to, and then certainly by spring in the
Right.
Charlotte area, when people are really wanting to, sit outside, try new
Right.
things. Spring has sprung. We'll get
Love many
some
options.
new restos, and I love those options. They sound great. Shindy Chen joining us again, letting us in the know on the happenings around town. And again, the food scene in Charlotte. If you're a foodie, if you know anybody that likes to enjoy new restaurants, hey, Charlotte, you don't need to go much further than the Queen City. Love it.
Thank you.
All right, Shindy, thank you for coming in.
Of course.
We'll be right back on